Hello, good people of the Twitterverse, Twitcherverse. Is that
And
a thing?
Twitter.
And
Hello,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Hello, Twitter. You're not here.
We
Hi.
did tweet it out, so that counts.
Hi, Twitter. How are you doing? You're not here. Goodbye. The end.
Oh,
it's really exciting.
do you know what I've just seen?
What's
I see that our the album and band names are still there.
The album and band names are there, and they will stay there forever.
Forever. Great. It's going to cover your face at some point.
It's a thing now.
Because there's so many.
Yes.
But maybe that's a good thing.
It might be a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
If
it covers up this film, that would probably be quite good as well.
Hey, some of it's good. Some of it's good.
No, it is.
Some of it. Not all of it. Some of
Bits
it.
of it.
Bits
So
of
what
it.
are we doing then, Josh?
So, in what we like to call our usual change of direction, we instead of reviewing The Room and The Disaster Artist, we are reviewing our film, and maybe we can make some parallels to The Disaster Artist. I don't know, not really. Not in terms of people. Maybe in terms of like things not working out. But you never know. Hey,
Maybe.
we learn.
We'll see.
That's how we do. Evening Hackers. How are we?
Hello, Janet Makes.
So, quite a casual one this evening, I feel like, as we rip the piss out of our old film. That's how it is.
Now, do you think this will be able to rip this apart more than The Replacement, or less?
Do you know what? I kind of feel I feel like there's a really good film in this film. It just wasn't the one that we made, and that's purely down to inexperience, I think, because I think this is what you'd call the start of the More Than You Can Chew anthology of films, shall we say?
Replacement.
No, Luella is the start. The Replacement we could do. The Replacement we did.
Yeah.
Let's go with smart casual instead, says Akers. Can we drop the... Anyone got a... I don't see any smart, sorry. I just got casual. I'm hearing...
Next time.
I'm hearing the sweatpants.
I've got sweat shorts on, so...
Yeah, well there you are.
Hey.
We're real classy. Keep it classy, San Diego.
Classy streamers.
Classy streams. Do you think that...
Hold on.
Hang on, is that a thing?
Is that a band name?
Classy streamers. Oh! Wait a minute.
Hey, we've got one.
The classy streamers. Hang on, but that's a... we only have the fantasy album list up. Do we want to start the fantasy band name list?
Yeah, I think you could have that over
Over
me.
your face, okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please bear with us as we start the fantasy band name list. We get to select a funky text. funkytext.com.
Ooh.
The fantasy band name list. This is why it gets the people going. It's
definitely.
provocative, and by provocative, I mean it's not.
It's amusing.
It's a bit.
A bit amusing. That should be our slogan.
Yes.
Post fantasy, a bit amusing.
It's a bit amusing. It exists. Now I get to pick a funky text.
Ooh, what funky text?
Dinner jackets required for the hang on, what did we
For what? For the Disaster Artist?
No, for I mean you could do. For the overly smart stream. What I've literally
I don't remember.
What was the band name that we just came up with just now?
Was it something streamers?
Oh no. Classy streamers?
Classy streamers, was it?
Classy streamers stream.
Yeah, classy streamers.
For the classy streamers stream, we all dress up in dinner jackets.
Great. Well, it's only the top half that needs to be dressed up, I suppose, isn't it?
Well, that is true. Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
Classy streamers. I feel like this could do, like the classy streamers could do well, don't you think? on Twitch and as a band.
I think so. I think they're a band that live stream their music on Twitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
A band whose entire existence is Twitch.
Yeah. It's Twitch. They just do really long streams of them
just jamming
their music. What would their first song be? It would have to be like streaming related, wouldn't it? Something about...
everything is to do with streaming, so it's just like low bandwidth or something.
Now, what's a really well, okay, let's just see if it comes up. I'm sure something will come up at some point.
Oops, I've moved the alert box. That's not what I wanted to do.
I can't wait to see what font we've got here.
You'll find out in a minute.
Okay.
Hang on, I need to make that one bigger. I feel like I should also make the where's it gone? Album names. There it is. Let's make that one slightly bigger as well.
So what have we got on the right here? We've got P-shaped room.
P-shaped room, yes. I mean, I feel like this could kind of apply to either, P-shaped room.
It
could be a band name. It could be a band name.
And we've got always saved on the C drive.
Always saved on the C drive. Also, I feel a band name there.
Yeah,
it has to be said. They're kind of interchangeable.
They are. It's almost like they're just made up and nonsense.
It kind of is.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird that. It's weird.
God.
I don't. How's that happened? That's what we want to know. Here it is. There it is.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to see it delayed.
You're going to see it delayed. You're going to see it delayed with the rest of the world.
Okay. So while we wait for that, should we just explain at what point we made Luella? Whoa! I've just seen the text.
It's good.
Wow. That is...
Big text.
That red text is pretty dreadful.
Yeah. That's what we're here for. Dreadful text.
Band name list. I quite like the classy streamers.
Yeah. It's actually... That purple, it's quite a nice one. It's kind of a... It's actually like a tri-line kind of text. It's quite nice.
I like how it's on I can't think of the word. I lost the word.
Dunno.
It's because it's purple, Twitch.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You did that.
Well done. Shout out, Kyle. Purple for you.
So, at what point did we make Luella?
So Luella was kind of first and also kind of second.
Yeah.
Really.
So this is 2011.
2011, yes. My goodness. Doesn't that seem a long time ago now?
Yes. I remember being in my mum's living room and going, wouldn't it be a good idea to make a post-apocalyptic film with dragons? We thought we were the first to come up with this. I've found out since that there is a film like this, which had slightly more budget than we had.
Oh, are you talking about... Oh no, what's that film called? Did it have Christian Bale in? That one.
Let me check. Oh, that's gone very bright.
Hey Carl. Carl's in the chat. Carl gets to be the person watching us on the stream today, and tell us if we're actually good or not.
Yes, hello Carl.
He's the Hobbit, says Ackers. Not really.
Not really post-apocalyptic. No, it's called Reign of Fire.
Reign of Fire.
It does have Christian Bale.
Yeah. See, I knew the movie. I just couldn't remember what it's called. There's some really great visual effects in that film. By the way.
That did come out in 2002.
Well, clearly, but ours was medieval, so that was.
That's true.
That was just post-apocalyptic.
When was Reign of Fire? Well, anyway.
Reign of Fire. It started. It's like post. It's like futurish.
Yeah, I think it just started off as being a medieval post-apocalypse, didn't it?
Yes.
And then dragons came into it.
Well, I feel like it was. It's medieval and it's post-apocalypse, which is quite. I don't think there's still not really a lot of stuff like that. And then we went, why is it post-apocalyptic? And then the answer we decided to come up with was, helpfully, dragons.
Yes.
Which
was a great idea.
How very helpful to us. I don't know what we were. Well, clearly we're just idiots. We're still idiots.
Yeah, we thought, it'll be fine. Yeah, easy.
Easy.
After Effects.
After Effects.
That'll
It was
do
all right. That was the age of After Effects for me. I think most of my stuff was After
We'll do
Effects.
it. We'll just do it in editing.
We'll do it in editing.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It'll be fine.
Ooh. Goodness me. So anyway, Dusk Begun. Quite a convoluted journey, it has to be said. We shot initially in, was it January 2012? I want to say.
Did we?
It was pretty early in 2012.
In 2011, we shot in December. We shot The Replacement. Or earlier, was it?
Yeah, it was back to back pretty much, and we hadn't finished The Replacement.
Started straight away.
Yeah.
On Luella.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
We were like very crazy.
On it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As long as it wasn't You Guys and Dragons, it definitely wasn't Hackers. Fix it in post-post-ality, says Carl. Correct.
Yeah, I think there was quite a lot of fix in post.
It was all fix it in post. I mean, it does become the age of overly ambitious projects and fix it in post projects. That's that. This is the genesis. Basically, when I kind of was like, let me direct some stuff, and like when I was like, let's actually learn to direct, and then it went crazy. It went real crazy.
Yes, it was an interesting start. So, which version of the film do we have today? Because
we actually have
versions.
We actually have two versions. So you're two.
So you're two versions.
Okay. So there's the oldest original cut, which to kind of explain this, there is an old cut which is what was shot at the beginning of 2012, and then having got that far and realised it was a bit rubbish, thus began the convoluted journey of trying to reshoot the thing, which happened, I think the last stuff that we shot was kind of middle of 2013, I think.
Do you have a date on the first edit?
It's a good question. I have a... Is this it? Hang on. This is 5th of... it's the 9th of May 2012.
Oh, okay, so we got...
I have an edit from. I don't think it's actually the full length of stuff that existed.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that there was more. So hang on, let me just try and find this one. That's... Where's it gone? Those are recuts. Bear with me whilst I browse the selection. I actually had the other one queued up, so there you are. That's fun.
I actually have a shot list here.
Do you really?
Would you like to see that?
Please share it.
Yes, while we...
Whilst
it hasn't got any information. Hold on, I'm just gonna delete.
Oh, don't dox anyone. Yeah. I don't know that information is going to be terribly relevant at this stage.
No, you wouldn't want this information out there.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
We believe.
Okay, well, I wouldn't. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't want the information out there.
I wonder what it was.
It was a location. Okay. That seems fine.
Okay, here it is. Luella Saturday shoot, my goodness. Here we are. Here on stream we look at spreadsheets. That's
Yes. Well, it's just to show this is what we're going to watch. So
yes.
This is apparently what we shot. Is this the first Saturday? I mean, it's just called Saturday.
Saturday shoot. Saturday the 14th of what? Wow.
January? Start with scene 7.
I think that's because I'm pretty sure, as I remember it, we shot a weekend, and then we were planning to shoot the whole thing over a weekend. we realized that we couldn't do that, and we're like, let's do another weekend. And so there were back-to-back weekends for the initial shoot back in January of 2012. So I'm pretty sure
Is this the second
that will be like the second weekend of 2012, I think. And I say this because scenes 7 through to the end, I think, got cut in the remake. So they don't exist. They don't exist anymore.
I see.
In the most recent version.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, is there anything we can learn? I mean, I don't know. What can we learn from that? Not a lot. It's really exciting.
Well, I think we can learn one big thing. Put the proper date on there.
Yeah, that's true.
Put the
date on. I mean,
yeah.
So here's the thing about shot list, and we've talked about shot list before. Context helps. You know, it's strange to have a shot list without having like a scene drawing for me or something like that. That's just like a raw thing, because that really could mean anything. It really could. It could be, you know. Now that you don't know specifically what scene it is, it doesn't really relate to anything, and therefore it's kind of
no,
kind of pointless.
Do you have a feeling it was in your head?
Yeah, it usually is. I mean, this is the thing with me, is that I write shot lists down, but I tend to have it in my head more. So it's it tends to be a case of I turn up and kind of go, well, this is what I meant. But it's there as a list, as an exclamation.
We stop sharing this because this might get too exciting.
It's too exciting. And let's
we
start
can come
sharing.
back to the visual effects list.
Let's start sharing this.
Yeah.
I'm just for now. I'm gonna put up the. Where's it gone? Damn it! It's gone. Wait, hang on.
It's gone.
As you can see, we're super organised. As per, super organised.
Would you
barely any
Would you like
inconvenience.
to see, while you sort that out, would you like to see the budget?
Oh my god, please.
It's not an accurate budget.
I would hope not.
No, yeah.
I would hope not.
Let me just check. There's a lot of information on here, so I just want to make sure there's nothing on there. Okay. No, nothing on there. Okay, there we go. Comprehensive budget. Yeah. This doesn't even have a price. Yeah. I think there is a real budget somewhere, but let's not get into that.
Oh my god. 2 Hessian bags. You can argue that was us.
Yeah. Is that £5 we're presuming here? I thought it meant 5 sets of 2 Hessian bags.
That's a lot of Hessian bags.
Yeah,
I don't see why you'd want that many.
Why did we use Hessian bags? Oh
no, they were carrying
potatoes,
Hessian bags.
didn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why they had
We're gonna come
potatoes.
back to that. Yeah.
Mhm.
But let's put it this way: the budget was low, but maybe slightly more than 2 Hessian bags.
I think slightly more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the budget was probably maybe a couple hundred, not more than that. It was not a lot. We were paupers in those days. We still are, to be honest.
That's true. Yeah.
The grand scheme of things. It didn't really change it that much. Right, here's the right. So this edit now. So unfortunately, I went back and I like your bank account details, says Janet makes. I'm not entirely sure what context that was in, but
probably the information on the Google Sheets.
Yes. I don't know why you'd put that up for 2 Hessian bags.
You've got to pay for them somehow.
With all of your money. So yes, unfortunately, I can't play you the sound to either of these cuts because they have temp music on. Because I always edit with temp scores just to get rhythm. And I went back. I actually looked at the edit files because I've got all the rushes, so we can watch the rushes. We can watch some of the rushes. and I opened up the edit files, and they're too old. Premiere was like, mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm. So,
you need. Oh,
so I couldn't render off one clean to have something for you guys to listen to. So we can only look at it
wow.
Without sound. So we will start here. Oh look, it's this.
Hey.
So this was, by the way, so this edit is called Luella Rough Edit to Scene 6 with silly music. So even then I knew that it was silly music. But I do believe there's some voiceover. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Fight.
I'll give you like half a second. Oh, look at that shot.
Oh, wow. Wow.
The quality. Oh, the quality of it. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful?
I take it this is ungraded as well.
Oh, yeah. Clearly.
Okay, good.
Clearly.
No, I didn't know if this was our grading. Okay.
Hey. It's that guy.
Ah.
Wearing...
Wow, this is short. How long is this video?
It's not long. This is only like 5 minutes. I'd like to take a quick costume note here to notice seeing as I've managed to nail it in one, the epic.
What is it?
Electrical tape belt.
Ah, very cool. I don't remember that. And that is Jim from The Replacement.
Yes, that is Jim, who was with us before, and he's not with us now. I've also just noticed, by the way, let's just back that up, back it up. Let's go. What is that? Is that
I don't know.
That looks like a clapper, but it's probably just some rubbish. You know,
it could be.
Off of rubbish.
Yeah.
So, oh look, it's me.
No visual effects.
Oh no.
Wow. I hope we've got an edit with slightly more visual effects.
Yeah, there is an edit with slightly more visual effects. Okay. I've got the last one that I did, and we'll watch that in a minute.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, hang on.
And this scene we might be able to have audio on.
Oh, barely.
Okay.
It's a bit Dark Knight.
Can we just go back to the shot where they're running down the hill? Because that was actually a really nice shot.
There are some good shots in here. I don't know.
Yeah, no, there are.
We've not reached that point yet.
And also, can I just say, we were using a dolly at this point as well.
Oh, yeah.
DIY dolly.
Are you talking about this shot?
No, it's the shot just before where we were. Hold on, just leave it running there. Okay.
That's a cool shot.
That is cool. That's a nice jib shot that we did.
That's not a cool shot.
So good.
That's me. Look, it's me from 9 years ago.
Look at that hair.
Look at the hair. Yeah.
You had hair.
I had hair. Well, I had hair. I had hair on the top. I still got hair at the sides. Far too much hair on the sides. But,
it doesn't look like it on camera.
No.
The shot that I'm on about is this one here.
Oh yeah, it is a good shot. Hey, let's watch it back. Live in the glory. Oh yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that is a nice shot and perfect lighting as well.
It's funny, isn't it? Because you can kind of see the mixture between absolute shite and kind of okay.
There's some really good shots in this that we couldn't do better now, I don't think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Carl says you love a two people running down a wooded hill being chased by a monster. You're welcome, Jim.
That is true. Yeah.
We do. And by the way...
Well, you do.
I do, yeah. That's almost the same hill. There are parts there's parts of Asteria that use... I don't think we actually shot on this hill, but it's around this hill. It's me again. Let's just watch that one good shot. That's also kind of cool. Very Dutch.
Yeah. Yeah, very Dutch.
It's got its lean on. That's a cool shot. That should have just been a static cutaway. And then, hey look.
Yeah, on the dolly still.
Intention.
And they've got their sacks there.
Yeah. There's the Hessian bags.
Oh, there's all the budget.
If you were wondering.
Yeah. Now...
Do you want to recreate the conversation?
Oh god.
Do we have a script? Surely there's a script. Now, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me whilst I look. I'm going to leave this playing, so you can look at them having a conversation. I'm going to find the conversation if I can find it. Let's see if I can dig it out of the
Oh god. I know something about running as fast as a dragon.
The
maybe?
earliest script that I have is June 2013.
Oh really? Did this not have a script?
No, this had a script, just wasn't.
Okay.
It probably just not in this system of filing
Yeah.
that I have.
Ooh. Okay, so we're coming up to.
Oh, hello. That's another interesting shot.
That is. There are some. That's a weird cut there, I think. But
Oh yeah. Oh.
isn't there a?
Oh.
That's a reversed shot as well. That one.
That is, yeah. Oh, it's
Do you
a
know what, that-
reveal. It's a reveal.
That does edit together quite well.
It
There's
does.
a few weird cuts, but that's a nice jib shot as well.
I mean, you've got to bear in mind that this is like 2 months after we filmed The Replacement. It's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, we shot it outside, which helped in the day,
Mm. Oh, but
which definitely helps.
hello. Was that interlacing I just saw?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, it is. Look that. Look at that. Ugh.
Now, is that
Oh.
done on a different camera or something?
Oh, that's vile. Ugh. I think that's more. I think that's more of a post-production thing. I think
We need to
there's
fix it.
something that's
in
happened. Do you know what? I wonder if there was a was there a ramp on that? Maybe a slow down or a speed up or something.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it was all AVCHD, wasn't it? Which isn't the best file format.
No, really not.
And the box, good old box from. I think that was from eBay. I think.
Hmm.
Can we just go back to the scar? What we've got there.
Oh yeah,
There's the scar.
that was Emma Pedley / Ioannidis now.
Ah, yes.
Back in day.
Back in day.
Back in day. Laura. Shout out Laura. Shout out Christian, also of The Replacement.
Oh, Janet Mate, Axe is asking for a bad lip reading episode of this.
Kitty, what is this long darkness? What's going on here?
Wow, a lot of darkness.
Oh,
Oh, we got audio.
oh, music.
Ooh.
Got a little glass there. It's funny, isn't it? You can see how different the camera is when it's handheld versus when it's on a tripod. I suppose that's the
on
benefit.
two different cameras as well.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, it was on the NEX and GH2, I think.
Same as actually the same two cameras as The Replacement. Basically
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
exact equipment as the Replacement,
Yeah,
plus some woods and some Hessian bags.
gotta get those Hessian bags.
Right.
Wow, look at the makeup on those. God, they are looking pretty bruised, aren't they?
Mm. I feel like clearly she dragged them through the trees on her own. Just
Two at a time
yeah,
with the
Yeah.
the bags.
and the faces are just like smacking into the ground. Just
She's strong. She's
very strong. That's a
I
nice
remember
shot.
it getting
That's a really
pretty
nice
dark at this point as well.
Mm.
I think we cut short. That one's getting dark. That shot.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit here and point out shots that I like. This nice shot. However, that should also come with a switch of angle for them, because it's a
Yeah,
switch of angle for her. Yeah, talking about things, because she crosses the line. So on our imaginary line in the scene, they're sat there, and she's looking there, except that side. There it is. I have to look at myself in the camera. Then she crosses the line, which means that there should have been a switch on them as well, but instead we just hold, because we didn't know these things. Because the switch is really nice, and also it's a nice dramatic moment in that she turns back to them. So, good filmmaking.
That's a nice shot as well.
Yeah.
Of her.
It's almost good filmmaking. Almost, nearly. Nearly, not quite.
We were rushed in this scene.
Yeah.
That didn't help. And that's a lot brighter now.
Oh
So
yeah.
this must have been earlier on.
It's a lot of coverage. I mean, that's me for you. I've always shot a lot of coverage. Oh, Jesus. That is a hard cut.
Well, with music, maybe it helps.
Should we have
But
that?
yeah, that was
Should we have that half a second of music for you?
Maybe it sells the cut. Maybe.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm
It sort of
going.
needs
I'm going with a
something.
no. I'm going with a hard no.
It's quite different in location as well.
This has been stuff. It's quite cool. Look at that. What's all those mounds and stuff?
Yeah. Should we just?
Hmm.
The one memory that I do have from this is just how cold it was.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's January.
Yeah. And the
Oh,
Alps
hello.
were very cold. Oh, I forgot about this.
Cheeky little visual effects shot there.
Why was that at night? And then
Gee, you say these things like I know these things. I don't know these things.
okay, oh,
It was because it was
passing of time.
the passing of time. Oh,
Yes.
and there ends
that
that.
all?
Oh, wait. Oh, so apparently there was just stuff in the timeline. Look at that. Trade secret. It was actually 16:9. That's the good old PNG with the bars on to make it look cinematic off of student film.
Yes. Whoa.
No,
Ruined
we've done
the
that.
illusion.
Christopher Nolan, like, we're switching format into full IMAX now
For these great shots here.
for these great
Don't
shots here.
miss out.
So that's that
Yeah,
edit.
yeah.
We'll get rid of that.
Yeah, that is.
Goodbye to you.
That's a lot more. There's not much in there.
Shout out to Costume, says Jenny Max. Yeah, shout out to Bex,
Yes.
Jim's wife, Bex, who did those costumes back in the day. Also, shout out to
Yes.
Nash
And
Textiles.
also- Yes.
Nash
Yes,
Textiles.
I did start Nash Textiles,
Mhm.
and we did do a lot of dyeing.
Mhm.
All
And
the
also dyed
costumes
some
were
clothes.
Dyed. They were. What were? I can't think. They were from B&Q. All the material from B&Q.
That was just like,
It was like
some cloth or
coverings
something,
for
wasn't it?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Really
clean
nice
when you
texture on
paint
it.
a room, I think it was
Yeah.
that type of stuff. And then we dyed those like an orangey colour for Luella, and then green and brown for it's Garrick and Aldrich, isn't it?
Yeah, Garrick and Aldrich.
Yes. Good
Can
old
anyone?
duo.
Okay, so let me ask you this: people of the chat. Does anyone want to guess what the plot is, based purely on the visuals? How interesting would that
plot?
be? What's the plot? Because obviously there's zero context there, other than there's some people running away. Anyone want to guess the plot? Competition.
Ooh.
Rubbish competition.
We've had someone. Baker Me says she knows. Or she knows something else.
Baker Me probably would know. Who would know from this chat? Janet Makes no? Janet Makes probably wouldn't know.
I don't think I know. You're asking, but I don't think I know.
I mean, we kind of summed it up, to be honest. We summed it up very briefly, and it's not that much more complicated than that. But
Oh, right. I thought you were thinking something a bit more complex than that.
no, just the thing that we just watched.
Right, okay. Magic in the box. I mean, that would have probably been...
Did we decide by then what was in the box?
God. I don't know.
I
Oh, there was an
genuinely
egg!
Yeah, I know it was meant to be an egg, but did we decide by then that it was an egg? Or was it just
No,
a box?
Probably not. It was just a box.
What's in the box?
And also the coin slot was going to have to be removed.
Oh, yeah!
Yes.
Shout out to
Because
the
you didn't
guy.
want a money box. It wasn't
Plot is,
just
dragon
saving.
kills them all. Says Zachas.
Kyle says, it seems like the Netflix series with Henry Cavill. So he's comparing it to The Witcher.
The Witcher.
That is a compliment. That really is. Although...
I mean, more convincing moustache. I don't know. The egg. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll play. So as you can see, so this is the last version that was cut. This was 22nd of July 2013.
Okay, so this is 2 years...
Oh,
No, 2 years later.
this is like 18 months after the original script was written, and about I'm gonna say. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, it's a year and a half. It's a year and a half after the original shoot. What's the rest of it? You'll notice a jump in camera quality.
Oh yes. What was it? The Blackmagic.
This was the Blackmagic cinema camera, which turned up at some point. And that's what's in this. I can't actually. I need to turn off the music, or do I? Do I? I probably should. It is already muted. Good for me. Let's play it. Look, it's got a funky logo reveal and everything.
Ooh, a lot of smoke.
Wow. Cool. Look at that crossfade.
Why would that happen?
That disgusting crossfade. What was that?
God, with the logo.
Vile.
Okay, well these shots you must have reshot these.
Oh, dynamique.
Okay, so this is yeah, it's changed a bit, hasn't it?
It's your house. Is it not going to go full screen for me here? No? Oh, do you know it's because I didn't do that. There we are.
Oh.
Look, visual effects.
Visuals. And no Josh. Yeah.
And no me. Do you know what? This isn't even the version that's got the... Wait a minute. It's that shot again. Wait a minute. If I boffed it here, if I fluffed my lines and given you the wrong version, I feel like...
What were you expecting?
Not that shot. I have fluffed my lines. Ladies and gentlemen, ignore that.
Okay, wrong version?
Wrong version again. So this is a version... interesting. You'll maybe we can go through some of those versions and we can see the development of stuff. But, you know, it's not on that version.
Akers is asking, was the egg scrambled or fried? It says poached.
Poached, yeah. Poached is accurate because it's a wordplay on being stolen. And that is the plot. Carl knows. He doesn't. I don't think he's ever seen this film.
Hold on. This is slightly later.
This is slightly later. This is the 13th of November, 2013. Almost a palindrome. It's not quite. The recut version to sequence 7. And we went from scenes to sequences because we did.
Of course. Well, that's what Premiere does, isn't it?
Let's also mute that in case. Here we go. Let's see if I've improved the disgusting...
did you get rid of
that disgusting cross design?
Okay, you did.
It looks like I did.
Thank God for that.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
now that's different, isn't it? What's going on in this section? Do we have any? It's just a drone. Any words?
Oh yeah, there's a voiceover, isn't
Wait.
there?
I feel like that's just a manipulated file, so we might get away with that. Oh, now we're going into music. Get rid of the sound.
No, do you remember shooting that clean shot?
Oh my god, yeah, no, hang on. So we told a lie then, didn't we? So this plate, I wonder if I've got the plate. I probably do somewhere. I'll find it in a minute.
Yes.
This was 2011, wasn't it?
It's a farmer's field.
And the farmer turned up.
Oh yeah.
The farmer turned up and was like, "What's going on here?" We're just like, "We're just making a bit of a short film. Let's shoot a thing," and he did, which was nice.
He let us go.
He let us go.
It was fine.
He was Elsa about it.
Yeah.
He let it go.
Pretty early though, wasn't it?
It was. It was like crack of dawn. Well, I mean, that is kind of vaguely a real sunrise. Vaguely.
Yeah.
Augmented to Feckery, but
yeah. Well,
vaguely real.
Yeah, because the sun was in the same position, was it?
Yeah. You can see on the light on the grass that
that's true. Yeah.
That's kind of where the sun was. I think there's just a lot of God rays and stuff that I've chucked in there to make it look, super dramatic and stuff.
It certainly looks dramatic.
It's very dramatic. It's melodramatic, really, isn't it?
Not so dramatic without music, but
If I just fade it up and down to avoid the algorithm. Now, a completely different scene, you'll notice.
Yeah. Oh, that's wobbly.
That sure is. I think this was us putting the Blackmagic cinema camera on the end of the same DIY dolly, and it being far too heavy for it.
I remember getting bitten quite a bit from mozzies on this scene.
Oh yeah.
Because this was warm, wasn't it? Was this in June, July? We shot this.
It was. Yeah, it must have been July.
Yeah.
Oh, a Tale of Two
the name
Brothers.
changed.
Oh, this is when I was going to make it episodic. I was like, this should be an episode.
Okay, so this is.
Oh, so this is. So we've caught up to this bit.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like dramatically, this would have been a more interesting opening scene than the last scene.
Yeah, that's
it
true.
has to be said.
Yeah.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
This was always a stronger opening. You shouldn't open on a downer.
Let's go through and re-edit it.
Yeah.
Oh. Falling tree. Okay, can you just pause it there? Okay, so if you were gonna refilm this now,
yes,
would you have the tree fall? Practically.
Probably not.
No. Okay. I mean, do you actually see like the aftermath of the tree falling?
No, I don't think you do.
Oh, there's one in the back. Okay.
You just see. So it changed. So it changed somewhere along. I realised. Do you know what? I was going to say after watching Dunkirk. That's not true at all. It's 2013. So maybe I invented this shot. I don't know. That it's more interesting to have them running and just see the bolt catch up with them. And see how is it going to hit them. Of course, very weird that they run across its path. Then it's kind of the Prometheus school of running away from things. But yeah, really, what you'd want is them kind of weaving. If you're going to do it again, if I was going to do it again, you'd want them weaving through the trees so you could see them kind of dodging around it, and then having the trees smashed up so that you see this thing getting closer and closer and closer, and then it goes bang.
That's true. It's better in reverse, isn't it?
Yeah. That's quite a decent shot.
Yeah. And then is the tree starting to fall as well?
Yeah, so you can see the trees, you can see a few trees go in the background, and then it gets just smashed in place.
Oh, and just so people know, we didn't chop the tree down, it was already down.
Oh yeah, that's true, yes. Disclaimer, that tree that fell, that I chucked down in the other one, it was just it was already a fallen tree. And I just stood there and dropped it.
We do not hack down trees at Post Sanity.
No.
Although we weren't Post Sanity at this time. But...
No, we were just insane.
We were just...
We weren't insanity, you know, we weren't sane. We just weren't Post Sanity.
We were making this film.
No. So there's yeah, so that was when I realised the other version was wrong, because it didn't have that shot in. Because it's actually a decent shot. And then we're into this conversation again. Although, did I cut it down? I might have cut it down.
Okay, it's got a bit of different grade on it now.
It does. I don't know that it's a good grade, but it exists.
No, I'm just saying it's different.
Yeah. It sure exists. Now I wonder. Oh, no.
I do remember shooting this scene with two cameras at the same time.
Yeah, this was a multicam. So this is, I think it's literally just the same performance from both angles.
Yeah, I mean, which wasn't really that necessary, to be honest.
No.
Probably
it depends. Depends what you like, really.
But I think we were restricted with the shots.
Yeah. Well, we were restricted with the knowledge as well, I feel.
That is true. We thought it was better. But probably not.
No, probably not. Oh.
God. Oh, over they tumble.
Oh. There's a new shot in. There's a pickup shot in there, I noticed.
First shot.
The same thing.
This is pretty similar, isn't it?
Doosh.
Oh wow, this is different. What is all that about? I don't remember that. Oh.
I wish I could tell you.
What's going on? Oh, is it a flashback?
I think it's a flashback.
Okay.
I think that was meant to be other stuff that went in there, it just never went in there.
Okay.
And we're back into this scene again. Which has been, I think the whole thing has been graded down, you can see. So like all the stuff that was light has been graded down into it being kind of this murky Twilight. Although it's not, it has to be said, not the greatest look
No.
for a scene. It's just quite muddy. Normally, I think you'd want to, because you want to match the darkest point, obviously, just to keep it consistent, but you'd also want to do something just to make it look a bit, to make it pop a bit more, because this is very, very muddy.
Yeah, that's the shot it's matching, isn't it?
Yeah. And you can see actually the highlights are just gone from it. See, that's alright. If the camera's better quality, that would be a good shot. Oh, a crossfade.
It's cross dissolve.
Oh. A good cross dissolve as opposed to the other one, which was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Now this scene here looks really good.
Yeah. Sometimes it was okay.
Yeah. Well, I think this was shot quite a lot later.
This was July.
This is the Black Magic.
This is on the Black Magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Quite cheesy as well. Some of the movements.
See, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, that is.
Oh, visual storytelling. Apart from that, it's a shit shot.
It didn't really show anything, did it?
Well, no, I know what
Oh my god!
I know what we're going for.
I remember doing a dolly shot in that scene. Do you remember doing that?
That was the dolly shot. That was it, just here.
Play again.
I'll play it again. Look, it is moving.
It just doesn't move that much.
No, it's not a very good shot.
That was. I don't know how we did. How did we do that? Because I remember doing it a lot of different ways, and it just didn't work.
No. I think that's an example of just a bad idea. Also, shout out to that bit of thread on his. On his thing there. How annoying. Just. This is why you need someone with a kind of art directing mind on set there. We needed Molly. Shout out Molly.
That is pretty bad.
So
if you were
not the best,
finish,
is it?
What's your plan to remove that?
It may well have been at one point, but also I probably wouldn't have done it in the end. Clearly I didn't do it.
Yeah, the shoes are quite modern as well, aren't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. I think I did start covering up the shoes at one point. Let's just.
Yeah, I do remember some.
Yeah. Is there some?
Converse, maybe.
I don't know that it's a Converse. Maybe it's a Converse or just a plimsoll.
Kyle is asking, "Is that the river we used in Eden?"
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly the same location.
Yeah,
isn't
yeah,
it?
it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll find that stone in a minute. Actually, we'll put that up.
Yeah, and Akers is saying it's very Fallout. Everything is grey.
Yeah, kind of.
I like this. Bandits in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they are watching.
This is a completely different forest now.
I don't know, is it?
Oh no, I meant to the bit before.
Oh.
This is different, I think. I think this is where we shot the first day of Eden.
I honestly don't remember where this is.
I think it might be there.
Ugh. Excuse me? That is literally, look at the colour of this shot. Ugh.
Yeah, that is.
What's happened here?
That is weird, isn't it? Is this the Black Magic?
What happened there? Goodness me.
Nice.
Oh, ignore that.
Oh, I think at the end of that shot, Christian nearly falls into a big rut.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay, see that. Do you recognise that shot from Eden, John?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. See, I think it's the Eden one.
Is there any more? No.
Oh.
That was it. There they go.
Run out there.
I'd forgotten about that shot. I think that's literally the path from Eden, isn't it? The same bit of path.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So there you are. So those are the two versions of Luella without context. Anyone have a better idea of the plot now?
Oh yeah. I have. Do you know what's annoying? It doesn't have one of the really good. Well, when I say really good, it wasn't really good.
What shot are you looking for? I have many versions of this film available.
Oh, okay. Let me share with you a shot. Unless you, here we go. This is the shot.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this was never a completed visual effects shot. Oh, hello.
No, I know, but
So that scene. Let's see if I can find a version with that scene because I know that exists somewhere.
because that was quite a
That
complex
will
shot,
be
and I think that was pretty early on. I think.
I want to say it's another 2012. Is it this one? I have a file in here that's just called film, so I'm going to review this just in case it's not the film.
A different. Oh wow. Oh gosh. Did you see the start of that? You know you're showing this.
Am I?
I.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry, you're not. Oh, you. Maybe you.
Am I? Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Good for me. Well, yes, the start of it was that.
Yes.
Let's not talk about that.
Not even for another time.
No, not even for another time. Maybe I don't have a middling version. Luella recut half. Where would that be? I don't even know where that'd be. It's weird that it scrubs to. Oh well,
This is different.
that is different.
Ooh.
Can't let me surprised. What? What? Oh look, tracking on that shot.
Wow.
Okay, let's just do this for a second because this is kind of funky. Oh hello. Look, I did. Oh no, shush, no sound. I think I'd animated a version of like the intro differently. But there you are. This is just a tracking.
hold on. Had the intro shot just moved a lot later in the film?
I think in this version. So this is the first recut version. So there came a point where I realised that I didn't like the film, and I was like, "What do we do about this?" You know, who knows? So I started to recut it and just kind of rework out how it should fit together, what needed to change. As I say, learning process. This is literally. I think what's significant about this film is this is so much of just us learning about what we're doing, and there's stuff in here that's genuinely quite good, and there's stuff in here that's genuinely terrible.
Yeah.
So I think somewhere in here is quite an interesting.
We've seen all of that.
Yeah, we've seen all of this stuff. I don't know that I do have a version. There is a trailer in here somewhere which might have that shot in. The music to which I definitely cannot play. Like definitely 100% cannot play. Yeah. Funky. Look at how bad the tracking is on that.
Wow.
Great.
Well, it's just really wobbly, isn't
Oh, it's just a. It was just a title.
Ah.
Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Good for me.
What was the video file with Ikin? Have you got that, or did we watch that?
I must have that somewhere.
I saw it. It was on the screen.
Oh, that wasn't full Ike. That was just a.
There was nothing else in that one.
No, that was. I took stills. I had recut some of the beginning and just kind of redone the text because there was it was like an expository. What would you call it? An expository. Beginning that was. I don't know, how would you describe it? Like, I guess like Lord of the Ringsy, you know, how there's like that whole opening sequence and it's kind of explaining the backstory of the world and all that kind of stuff. That kind of thing, you know, that's kind of what it was. And so what I did with that is I literally just took stills of Ike, shout out Ike, and Laura, and chucked them in as a kind of narration illustration of the beginning. Because I think the thing I always remember, so in one of the later Harry Potter films, when they're explaining the
the story.
Yeah, there's a really, really cool.
That is very cool.
Narration sequence with this beautiful like graphics and stuff. I don't know if anyone remembers.
It's like ink, isn't it?
Yeah, really, really awesome sequence, which I always like greatly admired. And that was, I think, it was probably a few years before we did the Luella, and I was kind of like, oh, we could do that kind of thing, right? Instead of it like us having to film something, we do this really cool narration and do have like a cool animation type affair and do it that way.
Complicate it more,
but also we don't have to film more. It's one of those things because it's such a lot of effort. I think this is the great balance when you have no money. Is that it's so difficult to film people and to, you don't want to waste people's time. You don't want to bring people often, a lot of distance. They travel a long way to come and help you. Often for like nothing or very little,
Scheduling was a pain.
Scheduling is always difficult when it's people who aren't under contract and don't get to pay. And also it's just Deathly Hallows. Yeah, that's it, Rob. Ackers. Deathly Hallows.
Best part of the Harry Potter films.
Yeah. Kyle's off. See you soon, Kyle.
Good night, Kyle.
But yeah, so yeah, that was my kind of vague idea, like, oh, we could do this cool animation, not really understanding how difficult that kind of animation is.
I think
how
I saw behind the scenes of that. And
did you?
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't look...
It's
not
so
simple.
cool. No, it's not simple,
yeah.
but very, very beautiful.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. Just trying to see if I can find these other versions, because I'm sure there are other versions around.
I remember seeing...
It's difficult because it's such an old film. I mean, it's a 9-year-old film at this stage, and there's stuff that's just kind of scattered everywhere. And I thought I had everything in one folder, but clearly not.
Do you want me to have a look?
Yeah, see if you can find something, because there might be something. Or there might be something on Google Drive, which I won't be going through. Unless there's anything just on the top, isn't there? Hey, searching for files live on air. That's what everyone's here for.
Hey. Right. Is that a song name, do you think? Searching for files?
Searching for files live on air. That is a 1975 album, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go. We're not doing nothing on the stream.
No, hang on. What do we think? Searching for files live on air by the 1975.
Come on.
No, because the 1975 would be searching for files live on air because I love you by the 1975. That will be the 1975 version.
Wow.
And it's going in the list. Yes, it is.
Yes. Now, what font? This is the big question here.
What is the 1975 font? Because surely it should be that. Searching for files live on air. Brackets. Because I love you. Close brackets. By 1975. Because it can't not be by the... It literally cannot not be by the 1975. It has to be. That is the law. I'll go with that. And what colours do we make? It should be a red, shouldn't it, for something, or maybe a purple. Or a pink.
Oh, I have some behind I have some behind the scenes photos here.
Oh, nice. This takes up half the screen, this does.
Okay. I'm going to share this with you.
Okay, here we go. Oh my good grief. Me doing sound there.
Yes, you are doing sound and I'm on camera.
So wait a minute, hang on. Wait just one memento. S'il vous plaît. Where is that shot? Look, there it is.
Ooh.
There's no Laura there, so... Oh, what's that? That's a close-up of Christian, isn't it?
Yes.
So... We're saying... That? Is it that?
Yeah, because I think we had an 85mm, so I think... Do you think an 85mm would have caught it from there, or do you think we were doing the wide shot? No, you can see on the back, actually, of the screen. It's pretty zoomed in.
That's what I was looking at.
Yeah. I have a version of the film called Luella Recut Incomplete Version 3.
Whack it on. Just mute the music.
Let's see. I think it's the one with the... Okay.
Oh, that's the one with the... Oh.
Would you like to explain how you created this?
So that's literally just 2D cards in 3D space. Very, very simple. If you imagine just cutting out pictures of trees and sticking them on a table or something, but just like long ways, and then you go just flying through it. You can see how flat it is when you get close, but it's actually not a horrible effect. Oh, that's so laggy. Oh, and then some actual trees. You just have to scrub.
Real trees.
You just have to scrub, and then that. Oh,
yeah. Okay. We've seen all that.
Yeah, we've been there. Got the T-shirt. Got the Hessian bag.
Oh wow.
What? What?
Oh my god, we got temporary scenes in here. Hold on, should I put some audio on this?
Hang on, just very quickly listen to it yourself and tell me if it's okay.
There's no music.
Play it then.
So would you like me to play it?
Wait, hang on. What's the file called?
Oh, I don't. Luella Recut, in brackets incomplete, obviously, version 3.
Okay, and it's 800 meg.
Oh, I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Would you like me to stop streaming?
Yes. You stop. I'll put it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready for whatever the hell that is?
Okay. What is this?
I'm assuming that this is all.
I take it this is just obviously a temporary scene.
Clearly. Hey, what's going on here? What's that? Goodness me.
No idea.
Okay, we're scrubbing. Oh, hello.
There we go. There it is.
Oh.
So are you playing Garrick? No, hold on. Who's who? I can't remember who's who.
Oh, there is music on that.
Oh, I didn't hear music.
I've got music on it. I hear.
Do you ever? Yeah. Sorry, there is.
Very, very subtly. So we got it. So this, I'm pretty sure. Well, clearly that is. There is Colin.
What's that? That's a real shot that was going to be used of Colin because he's on the blue screen.
I feel like what we must have done is we filmed Colin's side of it, and we were going to film Christian's side of it, and we never got around to it. And it's just so this is he gets knocked out, and it's a memory. This might actually be the scene that ended up on the bridge.
Oh, maybe. That's true.
I feel like it might be true.
Yeah.
And then the rest, I think, is the same. Oh, is it? Oh my goodness, what is going on here? Why is it so stretched? Ew, what's that?
I think that's your. Oh no, it's not your blowback. That is. Yeah, it's a lovely.
Some fun little.
Oh, here we go. So at 7:25, there's new shots.
Ah. Okay, so this is okay. We found it. We found it.
We're finding things.
Yes. So this is stuff from the original shoot. You
I'd
can
say
see the
it's
houses
very
in the
cold.
back.
You can see the
Jump there.
ice on the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah, but absolutely real ice on the ground.
Yeah. I don't know what the workaround was for that.
Mm.
Just go with it.
So that's the shot
That's
that
a
was the
nice shot.
mountains. It was nice, yeah. Impossible to track, but I did it anyway.
Ah, look at that.
And they get attacked by a dragon.
Oh.
Oh, it's a dragon! Oh,
Ah.
no.
And then was the dragon gonna come up in just above camera for that, or go over camera for that bit?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hello. Oh, this scene. I forgot about this scene.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes zero sense, doesn't it? Look at just
The
for
alien
context.
shot with a hand up.
For context, it goes from this to they're climbing a hill to they're going down a hill.
Going down. Oh, that is weird.
It's
You could have just come to this bit, surely. That
yeah,
would've
that's
made more
true. That's true. Yeah.
Why did they need to run uphill?
And also, what was going on with that exposure? What is that?
Yeah, that's pretty bright.
Someone didn't. Someone didn't do the settings right. I think it was.
Can
I
we
think it
just
was me.
appreciate the shot coming up here?
Oh yes, the alien shot. I think have we tried to put the alien shot in every single film?
Is it in
Pretty
shotgun
much.
mic? I don't think it's in shotgun mic, unfortunately. Is there one in Eden?
I feel like there's one in Eden.
Yeah, there probably
I
is.
don't know if
Some
it made
other
it
film
into
that
the
you
edit.
would have one.
Yes, I
Yeah.
feel like there's also a kind of one in Asteria as well. There's a version of that in Asteria.
Mm.
It's one of the thing. It's one of the kind of like callback things. The alien shot, which is the for again for
I do like
context,
the alien shot.
the looking over a thing with a rack focus.
I'm sure they do it in loads of films
Oh, yeah.
before Alien.
It's pretty standard fare. Hey, it's dramatic though.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want drama? Aka says, "Love that you guys are so surprised by the things you made."
Oh, I haven't seen this in years. Oh wow!
Oh, there's Ike.
So this is my mum's garden.
It sure is. Oh, and that's the cutting. Okay, that's interesting. What was that?
Ah. Okay.
Oh,
Is that a cut-in as well?
exposition.
No,
No, that's
I
not. It's just
remember-
dark. There was just no background.
I remember lighting this, and I don't do lighting, and it was such a pain. Because how many lights do you think we had on this? One?
I think it was one. And by the way, do you remember the fact that we had
A real.
we
fire.
flipped Ike, didn't we? We had him flipped
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
because they were on the same side when we did the close-ups. That's literally facing the same direction. That is the same direction as Ike's close-up.
That is true.
As that. So the lighting was just the moon switched sides,
That is true. You're right.
and then
Yeah.
also whatever that is. I don't remember what that is.
We definitely made it harder on ourselves, didn't we? Like,
Oh yeah.
having to light a fire. I remember that taking ages and just
Yeah.
couldn't light. Yeah, that's not a bad shot.
It's
when it
kind
goes
of
up from
cool.
the fire.
I think the thing is the lighting's really terrible, but it's quite a cool shot idea. Like
Yeah, and when he looks up.
yeah. So that's great. So if you just like portion the middle if you portion Ike in the fire, it'll be fine. It's the fact that the sides just fall off into pitch black nothing.
Mm. I mean,
is not the one.
ideally, you'd have more than one light.
Oh goodness me!
Wow, yeah.
Bit of a
that is
heavy key there.
Quite a key on that.
Shots of the egg. Well, there you are. It's an egg.
I do remember there being an egg. I remember.
Did we have an egg?
Yeah, I
Did we
think
make
so.
one?
Yeah, yeah. Not at this point though.
Mm-mm.
I might even have it somewhere actually.
My goodness.
Might have.
Look how
Oh
terrible.
god, this is still on this scene. This is quite a long scene, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Should we just? I feel there's nothing to learn here.
Yeah,
Unless,
there's nothing really.
tell me, music. Do you exist?
Oh, great. So
Oh,
It doesn't.
isn't it?
okay. Watch it.
Wait.
He is also my mentor.
Oh my god. No.
Ah,
No. Stop.
music on that. It's out of nowhere.
I think if I understand, if I remember correctly, Twitch won't ban you for like having music. It's not YouTube. We are also on YouTube. Hello, YouTube people, if you're there, soz.
Yeah, YouTube.
We weren't monitoring YouTube at all. It's not YouTube. We are also on.
I am looking now.
Yeah, it's actually like oh crap. What if there's a massive conversation going on YouTube and we just completely missed it? It's possible. What came first, the
okay.
film or the egg? Definitely the film.
Yeah, the film.
100%. Hey,
Yeah.
let's watch it back. And I feel like, oh no,
Oh, we got music there.
stop.
Yes.
Okay, there we
You're
go.
right, Janet makes. The egg was painted polystyrene. Yeah.
Hey, we get to listen to it.
Ooh.
Oh, finally.
Hide!
Oh, drama. So the idea here was there was meant to be this massive dragon coming down. The shots kind of work. It'd be cool. You can imagine it diving out of the sky there. And then I don't know what this really does for anyone.
Yeah, they're quite long shots.
And I don't know what that does for anyone. And then this is terrible. Also, you can see the full-on trainer there, by the way.
Oh god, yeah.
Basically, the only thing that's exposed anywhere near to normally is his trainers.
They were very advanced with their shoes in this world.
Oh yeah, real advanced.
Oh, alien shot again.
I think I apologise if the sound kind of goes crazy for you guys.
I'm going to.
Also,
I think there
we
is a
had
limiter on.
quite a big problem with airplane noises, didn't we?
Warlock.
I mean, always,
And perhaps
always.
against the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, especially on this one, because it was in
Mm.
a time,
And he's
well, set in a time when they wouldn't have had planes.
kill dragon.
Yes, that's true.
We know the story.
No planes, but yes, dragons. And shout out to whoever made this. Copyright Colonel Siptoglu.
Not enough. I once met a traveller who said he killed one.
He was a drunk and a fool.
How do you kill a dragon anyway?
With skill, cunning, and speed. But something to give us the advantage can only make things easier.
I just looks like she's on a black screen.
Melodrama.
What is in that?
I think there are shots. I'm pretty sure that I had actually done some visuals, and
I do remember. You were putting trees behind, weren't you?
yeah, because it was pretty clear even to us back then that it looked kind of rubbish.
It's a
Mm. Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'd
What mother could
chucked in some background stuff. Let me see if I can find that still. I'm sure it's here. Oh yeah, here we go.
use it?
Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. This still.
Seems it's not.
It's actually quite good.
So what now?
You sound so
I'm going to stop. I'm constantly surprised by anything that's like not a complete disaster.
Who's Eldon?
Right. Let's leave it on there. Leave it on that. Actually, I shouldn't leave it on that, should I? Tell a lie. Tell a lie. Tell a lie. Should leave it on that.
There we go.
Then we can do a direct comparison into. Moment of suspense.
Ooh, oh, that does look cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Into thing that's actually quite good. That version.
Oh,
So there's one that has it's just
okay. that's not great.
No, that's not great. But when you put the correct depth in and you put some foreground crap,
Yeah.
foreground crap.
That's a lot of work, though.
Yeah, because considering there's nothing to track in that shot. So if we go back to the original, I can't just switch between because that would be easy, wouldn't it? But all through the original shot, it's quite a lot of like it's either tripod or it's hand. I don't think there's any handheld, but it's on the tripod, so it's moving around, it's panning and tilting, and there's absolutely naffle to track in the background because it's pitch black. So it's a lot of hand tracking to make it work. However, I did make it look quite cool. You
made
like
the
a
still
frame.
look cool.
The still is a good still.
Yes.
The rest of it, not so much.
No.
Not so
Nothing
much.
else in that file. That render. What is it?
In this render, it basically goes to that. Oh.
What more?
Oh, cut. Oh, that's the matching shot, isn't it? Okay. So then they walk off into Mitcham Common.
Generic walking shot.
Generic walking shot. I think we literally ended up calling these generic walking shots, didn't we? Because they're so generic and they are just walking. Wow, this holds for a long time.
Was this the end of an episode or something?
I think this was before I had the idea to do episodes.
Okay.
And then we cut to...
Is this an underground city?
It is the underground city. Oh, look at that render.
Wow. Oh, it's the guy just like that.
T-pose, man.
T-pose, yes. Oh, 3 T-pose people.
3 T-pose. Team pose. And that's the end. Okay. Yeah.
Would you like to explain what the city is?
So the idea is, so in this conversation, to kind of very roughly go where this is going, they're talking about, so the idea is that they got this egg, which is in a box. It's a magic box that only a wizard, so Rudyard is a wizard. He opens the box, puts the egg in the fire, is expecting it to hatch, nothing happens. And they go, we need someone to open it. And they go, who can we get to open it? And they go, oh, I know who we can get to go open it. This guy. Because they know each other. And he's another wizard. So then they're like, we have to go find this guy. Where does this guy end up? This guy ends up here. In this underground city.
I'm learning things here.
Yeah. That's not... Okay, so... Yeah. That was the kind of rough plan at that stage. I think it kind of jumped through hoops and changed a few things since then. But that was the kind of rough plan. In terms of plot, people get thing, no bueno.
So hold on a second. This was the end of the original film before it was a series.
When it was a short film, yeah, because I think originally wasn't our idea that we were going to make it a proof of concept. I think
so.
Yeah, which is why we were like, oh, it's fine. It doesn't have to be the whole plot. We'll just do a proof of concept, and then we'll fundraise or whatever it was that we were planning to do.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
The idea was to kickstart it.
Yeah, I think it was to kickstart it.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing. And we just never got around to it. Like many things, we just never got around to it.
Yes, that is true.
But it was a Kickstarter, which never happened. But yeah, so I mean, I think, because this is the thing, I think you can kind of see visually, we're kind of halfway there in this film. Like, there's stuff, even back in the original 2012 stuff. There's some really cool stuff in the 2012 stuff.
And the visual effects are pretty good as well.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of worked it. Oh wait, does this not have music on? Oh, it does. Goodbye. Like, that shot's really cool. That was like beginning of 2012. Like, we kind of knew what we were doing, kind of. And this shot of Jim running down the hill. Really nice shot.
Nice.
Boom. Oh dear.
That's really very cool. Oh, that one has the tree falling.
That one has the tree falling, yeah. I think I just
Yeah.
decided it wasn't that dramatic in the end.
So then you went for the one where it hits the camera.
Yeah, and then I was like,
I
well,
think that's
you
a
can
good
look,
choice.
you can look down the length of the run that they've just done and see all the trees just kind of going.
I mean, that practical tree falling isn't really that exciting, is it? Really?
It's really rather anticlimactic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like, oh, it's not that.
It's like all those pictures you see when there's like a massive storm come in Britain, and then someone just posts a picture of a chair that's fallen over. It's like, oh no, look at the damage.
Now, was that planned, or did we just come up with that on the day?
I think we planned it. I think because we scouted, obviously. We always scout. That we knew. And we were like, oh, look at all the fallen trees. Wouldn't it be cool if we dropped a tree?
Mm.
And we're like, well, where's a good one? And I think we specifically picked out that tree to drop.
Mm.
Obviously, without the context of going, it's a bit naff.
Yeah, it's a bit unnecessary, wasn't it? And just
Yeah.
it probably wasted time.
Yeah, it was a great waste of time and energy.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, it was me standing there holding an entire fucking tree to drop.
Yeah. Was there rope? Was there someone holding rope as well? Was
No.
it rope somewhere?
No, it was just me holding it. And then I
Okay.
dropped it once they ran past.
Yeah. I suppose we must have just you just held it and then we pushed it up towards you.
Yeah. I think that was it, yeah. I was just there, and then I was like, you hand it to me and I'll hold it, and then you go and roll the camera, and then they'll run past and we'll drop it.
Yeah.
I mean, it works. The comp is kind of okay if you look at it. I mean, the smoke is wrong and the fire is wrong, but it's clean. You know, you can't see me.
Yeah. What I like is when the tree falls, it just bounces.
Yeah,
So, it's not like a thud.
yeah, donk. You can kind of hear it, can't you? Just a donk. Can we get the donk in?
Ooh, did you leave the sound in? Ah,
No.
no sound.
That
No sound.
is the sound of Batman.
I mean, do you know what? I would ask you what was the biggest takeaway from this, but I think I know.
Do
Go
you know what? I don't actually know. What did that's probably worth having a conversation about. What did we actually learn? Because I think
What did we? I think we learned that we needed to be more realistic with what we wanted to film.
did we?
Yeah, I think we did learn that. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. We could have learnt it more, maybe.
I still
Maybe
feel like I've not
I
learned
think
that.
I learnt it.
I've not learned that.
Yeah, but you're not picking dragons. Maybe you've learned not to do dragons.
I think it's I guess from that point of view, it's more a case of going into it knowing specifically how stuff is going to be executed. You know, because although I didn't learn that for Eden, so there you are. I did
Yeah,
learn
but
that.
you can tell the difference between this and Eden.
You can.
I'm not even talking like style-wise.
Oh, wait.
The way it was
wait,
filmed.
Wait, shall I put a frame of Eden on? Just because Carl's not here anymore.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's definitely less pickups. I mean, the amount of pickups that we did for Luella was.
Oh, it was many.
Yeah.
Many.
I mean, having said that, we have had a lot of pickups to Shotgun Mike.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we haven't learned in that sense, but.
This genuinely makes me want to see you guys do a Dragon in Blender now. Oh. By the way, we didn't show that.
I think Josh is saying no to a blender and drag.
No, I'm
Dragon
saying
Blender.
there's one that already exists.
Ah.
There was the Weather Dragon was like halfway done.
Mm.
It exists. It's a thing.
Ooh. And you were modelling this from scratch, were you?
Mhm. I sculpted it.
Ooh.
Hang on. Let's change you to. This is really where I started really trying to learn Blender, is for Luella.
Ooh. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do remember you doing some like cycles of animation as well.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I was really terrible at animation, and also, I mean, it's a
Yeah.
very this is all kind of sculpted, but not very well. This is me very much learning because it's very in terms of visual effects, organic creatures and stuff like that is some of the hardest stuff to model because they're so like squishy and like you can deform and move and change shapes on a creature in ways that you could never do with something that's solid metal, say, you know.
I mean, if you look how
It's
complex
much
the
more
ones they do
random.
for like
Oh yeah.
films, I mean, they have muscles and
Yeah, so it was
Well,
never
obviously
it was
that
never
bones.
it was never going to be that, but
Aka says it looks menacing, so there you
Yeah.
go. That's good.
I'm pretty proud of the goatee Spike.
Yeah, he does look deadly.
Yeah,
You wouldn't want him to like ram you.
yeah. I feel like there's quite a good design in there. It's just I didn't know what I was doing.
Some
Basically.
nice talons as well.
Yeah.
Well, very thin tail at the back. Is that what they're like?
But they don't exist, Ben. They're not real. So,
That's true. Are they not? Oh,
No, sorry.
you're ruining it. You're ruining it for me. I thought we were making a documentary.
Oh no, Luella, the docudrama.
Oh.
We were recreating stuff.
Well, that's probably what we were going to do after post-apocalypse. We would just do
yeah, probably.
soap, medieval with dragons.
Okay,
Ooh.
don't know what that is. Flight cycle test. Oh,
Ooh.
can I chuck that? Hang on a minute. There's an EXR sequence. That's the flight cycle test. I'm just gonna chuck this in Fusion, and we'll see. We'll have a look at it. Why not? We're here.
Let's see.
This is something that I've not seen in about 8 years, so I don't know what I'm about to walk into here. I'm assuming it. This is. Oh, hello. Okay. Let's. We might as well share. Share. Dang, it's very dark because
Okay.
it's an EXR file. So
hold on, you were using Fusion back at this point.
Oh no, this is just an EXR file rendered out of Blender. This would have gone into.
Oh, okay.
It would have gone into something else. After
You'd
Effects
put it in
probably.
After Effects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Should we just? Oh my God! Look at it. How wooden is that?
I mean, you can just see how difficult it is, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because now I can kind of tell you what's wrong with it. Everything. No.
Tell us what's right with it.
What's right with it? Not a lot, really. I mean, the problem that you have with it is there's only really this central pivot that's like, oh, that's interesting. It's full screened it from. How interesting! That's an interesting Discord quirk that I didn't know existed. There you are. There you are. Can we stop, please? Stop. Right, so I can show you on the map. You can see. So realistically, the way that something moves, its muscles. You should see its whole body move. Because at the moment, it's only. You can see it's literally just a pivot. It's literally just a central pivot, and it's just going. It's just going up and down, and it's just doing whack, 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 whack. Whereas its whole body should be moving. You should see it's like its shoulder joint move, and its whole back is moving to like move it. Because when you move your arms in that kind of motion, your back muscles are pulling, and it changes the shape of your chest. It changes the shape of your arms, and it moves your whole like center of gravity forward and backwards in order to make that motion. You know, you put a lot of effort into it. Whereas that is literally just you could barely do that in real life, that motion, because it's so specific. Even though like the weighting's not terrible when I look at it, like the wings and stuff are following. The
They don't really bend though, do they?
no, it doesn't bend. You can see it literally. It's just like a central pivot that's just going like up down, which is very wrong. And also the head is doing
Like a pigeon.
doing weird stuff. Yeah, it's getting contorted. I don't really know what's gone on there. To be honest,
That is quite strange. We have a question from Rob, Ackers, who asks what's Fusion and what is EXR?
So this is Fusion. Fusion is a compositing program. Used to be owned by a company called Ion. It's currently owned by Blackmagic, who just bought stuff, released for free, which is very nice. Although this is the slightly older version, which was a standalone program for free. Now it's now integrated into whatever. You don't care. EXR is a file format. So think about it like JPG, like JPEG, except it's a very, very heavy file format. It carries a lot of data. So it's not just carrying. So a normal, like a JPEG or something like that, is a compressed image. It carries information for like 1 out of every 8 pixels or something like that. And it gives you like bigger blocks of color. That's the most basic description of that I can give you. But EXR, it gives you every single pixel, and it gives you a much deeper color range. And it can also carry a whole bunch of information. So it carries red, green, blue, alpha, which is see-throughness, Z, which is the depth. So how far something is within a scene, so how far away from camera a thing is. So I doubt there's any. It doesn't look it. There's any RGBA in that, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. Coverage. I don't actually know what coverage is. Object IDs. Basically, within if you render out object ID, you're rendering out each object within a 3D scene will have an assigned identity, which you can then pick out in the composite using the object ID. Same with the material ID. Each specific material within a scene will have an identification, and you can pick that out in the composite. So say for example this was more than just a dragon. Maybe there was like a bunch of dragons. Each dragon would have a different object ID. So if I wanted to isolate one of the dragons in the background and only do stuff to manipulate that one dragon in the background, I'd use the object ID in the composite, and then I'll be able to change the dragon in the background's color or something like that only. So it's like a quick way of using stuff that carries 3D data. U and V, I guess that's probably to do with textures. I don't know. Normals, velocities, reverse exposition, disparities, tons and tons of data. There's a lot of that's to do with decompositing, as in where pixels are in 3D space, and yeah, lots of very, very clever stuff. So basically, it's carrying, like 30 forms of information, as opposed to a JPEG, which is carrying red, green, and blue. So yes,
Big
EXR,
files.
very huge files, absolutely vast. So each one of those, for reference, each one of those files is 2.5 megabytes for one image, for a single image. Whereas a
And that's
JPEG,
probably 1080p as well, isn't it?
I would have thought so. Yeah.
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 I don't think we'd have dreamed of 4K at that point.
No, definitely not. Yeah, it's
No.
it's 1080 floating point. But yes, invented by ILM, I think, EXR.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yes.
Industrial
Or-
Light and Magic.
Yeah. Or is it a Pixar thing? Or is it ILM? No, I
I think EXR is ILM. Those two companies tend to release stuff. They'll make a thing for a project, say Star Wars, and then they'll release stuff to the community because it's just really good. It's good stuff. Photoshop came from ILM. John Knoll. So save changes? No.
Didn't really turn into that much though, did it really?
Nah. What's Photoshop? Who's heard of that?
No, not really uses it that much.
Nah.
Waste of time, really.
No one needs that. No one needs
So,
that.
do we want to wrap up what we learned from this?
Yeah.
Experience?
Well, I was going to say before I got distracted by dragons there, I was going to say I think the biggest thing that I learned was about story. It was about storytelling because that was ultimately what drove changes to the project over time. Was that I could tell that the story just didn't work. It wasn't good enough. The dialogue wasn't good enough. You know, there was stuff that was my fault, our fault, as in creating it, writing it. That was just very rubbish. And it's really difficult. It's one of those strange things, I think, when you're starting out with something, when you can tell that something's wrong, but you don't know specifically what or why. And I think that was this project all over. It's like, yes, there was really good stuff in there, some stuff that was genuinely good, but always could just tell that something was off. It was just wrong, didn't work. And there was a whole bunch of just trying to correct it and trying to nudge it in this direction or the other direction, trying to work out how to make it work. And never actually got it right. And that ultimately is the truth of Luella, is, at least in film form, never got it right. And so it died.
Yeah, I mean, it's the type of thing that it did need more budget, but I think even if we had more budget, it still wouldn't have been. We still wouldn't have. Well, probably wouldn't have got somewhere if we had like 10 grand.
Some things can only be learned by making mistakes first, says Agus. I mean, I'd argue to probably like 90% of things. Honestly, you know, it's one of those. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where, you know, even if you watch all the tutorials, or if you've been through film school, or even if you've been through fucking normal school and done a different course in some other subject, it just does not compare to doing something for real in the real world. You know, where it's your own job or your money or your whatever on the line. You know, it's just not the same. So
we definitely weren't easy on ourselves.
No, but I think honestly, I feel like that's a good trait. I don't think you should be easy on yourselves. I don't look back at that and go, we were so harsh on ourselves, because I think we have to be harsh. I think you have to be harsh on yourself in order to improve, or at least to have the desire to improve. Because.
But I also mean that we weren't easy on ourselves. We didn't pick the easiest subject. I mean, we picked it in, you know, a different time period.
Yeah.
With, you know.
Yeah.
Animals.
It's one of those.
Dragons and other things.
It's one of those things that I've thought about a lot. You know, because I'm still. I find it very hard to write about like the real world. Because the thing that I always loved about films and movies and stuff is that escapism. It's the fact that you can just go off to another world. So I always loved the kind of genre fantasy side of it, you know. That kind of pure drama about now, or about, you know, even like period drama that's happened, you know. It's about real people and real things. I've always found it difficult to write. It's not that I don't enjoy those things to watch or you know, as an audience member. It's just that it just doesn't. It's hard to fit it in my head as a thing to.
I think that's the thing that we thought when we first met up. We were like, "Oh, that'll be really interesting. That's different."
Yeah.
Exactly what we thought.
It certainly is different.
It's certainly different, yeah. And post-apocalypse is a running theme as well.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a reason for that, I would say. Because the thing about post-apocalypse is, if everyone's dead, you don't need a lot of people in your cast.
That's true. It's another film we can look back on as well. Forsaken.
Yeah, that's true. We should do Forsaken at some point.
Yeah, we can get Jim on.
I think the oldest thing of... yeah, that probably is the oldest thing available between us.
You know, you've got one, a lightsaber battle, don't you?
Lightsaber. Oh, when was that? That might have been
That
2008.
might.
Wasn't really a film.
That's true. When was Forsaken? 2009. Yeah,
Is
I think
that
it's
still on YouTube? The lightsaber battle? It might be. I also have Colin versus Collins. We should get Colin on for
Oh, that's
Colin
the one I meant.
versus Collins. Oh right, yeah. There is actually also a lightsaber battle from earlier than that.
Ah, is that the one with George?
No, that was even earlier. That one. I don't think that one. I'm pretty sure that doesn't exist anywhere that I know. 'Cause
Really?
I think
But I've seen it. Ah, what? Quite a while.
not anymore. Because I think that was. I think the only copy of that was on my MacBook, which died whilst DJing on the way to a film set.
That was fun, though.
So it's
That
yeah,
was good. It was worth it. Thank you,
it was.
MacBook.
It was good fun.
It was a lot of driving.
Oh my god, so much. So
yes.
much. Crazy amounts of driving. As is often the way with with these things.
Yeah. Well, we've been going an hour and 45 discussing Luella.
Wow, well there you are. I mean, there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
It's so there you are, guys. That is Luella. It exists as I have said previously. The story continues. I then took Luella and turned it into. We should just sum up the story of what happened after that. So after that failed, I then tried to write Luella as a feature film, which was just me writing. And I got to the end of that, and it was like a 200-page script, which is crazy amounts. And was like, this still isn't enough. And then I was like, let me turn it into a book. So Luella does exist as a book. There is 80,000 words of it, which is still only about a quarter of the book's story, I think. And maybe one day you'll get to read it. You never know.
Ooh.
You never know.
Wow. Look forward to it.
It continues, and I did work out a lot of the plot in that book a lot better.
Well, with the book, you're not restrained by budget, are you? So...
No, that's the helpful thing about writing.
Yeah.
Is that you're not restrained by budget, just imagination.
No.
So maybe one day that will come into something, or maybe not.
We'll see.
We will see. But it is the oldest. Technically, the oldest thing that we did together, because we wrote it in the first thing we wrote together, basically.
Yeah.
Way back when. Many years ago. Coming up on 9 years now. Which is very crazy. Very, very crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
Yes.
Pretty crazy.
Well, should we leave it there?
Yes, let us wrap up.
Yes. Thank you for everyone for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for being with us. Bit different today, a lot more chilled. Just having a chat about film things.
Janet says go for it. So I take it that's regarding the book.
I mean, I haven't.
Just do it, Josh. Go on, do it.
So the book I was writing in 2015. I don't think I've touched it since 2016. There is that. There is that. However, there is a whole feature film set in that world, which I'd written since, and I genuinely think it's probably the best bit of writing that I've done. That is completed anyway. Oh, so Native Corner. We were wrapping up. Nice to see you.
Good to see
Feel
you.
free to watch back if you so care. We need to get you on at some point and talk about treading water and things like that. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, we've just done, an hour and 45 minutes or whatever it is, and 48 minutes on films from the past. Should we just do a little? Shall I tell you what? Very briefly, let's do.
Thanks, Hackers.
Scrubbing through the film to end the stream, shall we?
Yeah.
Oh,
recap. It's much better when you watch it like this. Hey,
There it was.
what a film! What a film!
What a film, and there it ends. Thank you for joining us. We will see you Sunday for something. I'm just going to give up trying to predict what we're going to do because
Yeah, let's leave it as a surprise.
I don't know. We'll be doing something. We'll be making something.
Sunday 8 p.m.
Sunday 8 p.m. We will be making something. I don't know what, but we'll be here. Thank you for joining
Something
us.
fun.
Something fun.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you soon, guys.